Um, I'm just really thankful the race is over. I was able to perform really well. I was surprised at my time, even with the mistakes that I made, but I was able to finish strong and pull off an amazing feat. So I'm really happy about the race. It was a little bit surprising because my fourth hurdle, I had to use my left leg and I normally use my right. But with the few upsets, I know that there was still a lot of race to run, still about 350 meters to go. So I couldn't give up the chance of medaling or winning the race.
Bronze medal in the bag now. How does it make you feel and how you celebrate it?
Well, I probably haven't let it settle in as yet. Maybe at the ceremony tomorrow. I looked at the podium yesterday coming into the semis, and I really wanted to be on that podium. I looked at it, I imagined, my footprints standing there. So, I'll try and see what I can do, see how it feels tomorrow. Celebration wise, I really won't do much. I'll probably just, take an ice bath, a nice shower, and maybe get flushed out. Something simple like that. Nothing too extravagant or over the top.
At the start of this season, I know you have broken the national record 4 or 5 times. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself at the World Championship when you started to train for 2015?
I always had said with my training partners, there's four of us, so let's try make it four into the finals and three onto the podium. So, to be the last one remaining is truly something great. Out of my training partners, I'm blessed to have them and to be able to train with them, but I had to do it for GW Express. I had to do it for my coach, George Williams, and my family and friends at home. Family, all my loved ones on different islands.
What does this mean for Bahamas?
Well, hopefully there would be a change in the mindset of hurdles that, more 400-meter hurdles will come out of different programs and, understand that this is something that we can do. We can strive and thrive in this.
Summarize the past 24 months starting with probably the Commonwealth Games.
Well, with the Commonwealth Games, I really was trying to, see where I would go the next year. I didn't really think about World Championships until I got much more closer. At the beginning of the season, I had, a small infection that really threw me off my race, but, to be improving week after week, race after race, and, my small stint at Europe where I won, 3 races, a World Challenge, back to back to back, it really put me on pace, to do something well at World Champs.
When did you realize that it was really the medal itself?
I think I would have to say during the warm-up or on the bus right here. I'm telling myself, this is any man's race. Anything is possible. You've been doing well. You're just as fast as these guys, and anything is good. I think early on in the season where I would say at the Pan Am Champs where I was able to win, against people who I thought were undefeatable and, number one, sometimes they started to crumble apart and lose, their form and everything, and I would still be strong. So that kind of showed me that anything is possible and I'd be able to come back and win.
Having said anything is possible, at the end of the day now, do you think that if you had done something a little bit different, it may be a little higher on the medal podium?
Yes. I think if I didn't run as ecstatic and kept my form, I might have run a little faster. I'll have to get some feedback from my coach, but I'm still happy. I understand that I need to get a little bit more mentally tough and assured of myself, but I'm going to try and do that for next year. In the races to come, I'm going to try and be a better athlete, a strong athlete.
My final question, will we see you on the 4x4 for Bahamas, which Bahamas have a very good
No, you will not. You will not see me. They have, a good example of guys, and I felt that, after my stints in Toronto, 400-meter hurdle speed is not the same as open 400-meter speed. You saw today with the semis or yesterday with the semis that, those guys were rolling. Their open times would be my splits. So, you have to understand that I will let them do their job and I will do my job.